Okay, so hey guys and welcome back to another predictions video. In today's video I'm going to be predicting the O'Malley versus Yarn fight. If you are new around here though and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you're doing the like video, and let's get straight into it. So O'Malley is 15-1 with 11 KOs and 1 submission, and Yarn is 16-3 with 7 KOs and 1 submission. This fight is in the bantamweight division. O'Malley's last fight was a no contest versus Munoz, and Yarn's last fight was a loss via split decision versus Sterling. Yarn has had 4 title fights to O'Malley's 0. This is Yarn's 11th UFC fight to O'Malley's 9th. Many people are thinking this fight is too soon for O'Malley, but he is eager to prove to himself and to everybody else that he can do this. Well, I'm sure he thinks he can do it, but he's eager to prove to everybody else that he can be at this level. And yes, I mean, he's had the 9 fights, but to have Munoz as your last fight and that not even end in a win is very interesting. How he's just been shot straight to a #1 contenders fight, because I mean, I think he was ranked like 11th or 12th or something. I think he is still ranked something like that, and to be fighting a #1 contenders fight pretty much is very strange for it to happen. But it just shows the whole hype around O'Malley and the fact that he is going to be able to bring in the numbers, because he is very popular and he's a very interesting guy. He's quite an amusing guy, and yes, he's very popular, and that is one of the leading factors as to why he is here where he is. And I mean, to be fair, he has gone through some quite tough fights and gotten some good victories, so that has also helped there as well. Also on this card is Muhammad versus Brady. On this very stacked card, Muhammad versus Brady. Muhammad is the only high-level fighter in the welterweight division willing to take Brady as a fight, because I suppose a lot of fighters don't see, because Brady's ranked quite low, isn't seen as a fight that needs to happen for anybody except for Muhammad, who's given him a chance, and I really respect him giving him a chance. And to be fair, both of these guys are basically the 2 most underrated fighters you can see, especially Muhammad. Like, he is so underrated as a fighter, and I would like to see him possibly get another title shot at some point, or even just fight another big fight in the soon comes if he beats Brady, as I think he deserves it, really. I mean, he's beaten he beat Thompson, and then he beat somebody else high ranked. I've completely forgot his name now, but he is definitely a high ranked level guy and should be facing higher ranked level guys. But to be fair, if he loses to Brady's been pushed up a lot then, and so I definitely respect him for giving him this fight, because Muhammad didn't need to give him this fight. But I do think that Muhammad will win via unanimous decision. I think it'll be relatively close, but I mean, he'll still be able to win via unanimous decision. Moving on back to the O'Malley versus Yarn fight. If O'Malley wins, it makes him a new #1 contender for the title. If Yarn wins, I don't know if he'll be a #1 contender for the title. He'll be ranked #1, but I don't think he will get another title shot after beating O'Malley, just because of how low ranked O'Malley is. Sterling can just turn around and say, oh yeah, there's nothing special if you beat somebody ranked like that. And so yeah, but if O'Malley wins, then yes, he probably will get a title fight for the winner of the Sterling versus Dillashaw fight. Yarn is the favourite, of course, it makes sense, and I think that O'Malley will win via unanimous decision. I know it's a shocking thing for me to say, but I think O'Malley wants it more. I think Yarn is coming off of back-to-back defeats, and it might demotivate him a bit. I mean, I respect him for taking this fight, because a lot of people wouldn't take this fight, as well, like, it's like the Brady and Muhammad thing. It's like there's no gain for Yarn if he wins this fight, really. But I think O'Malley just wants it more and will kind of put everything into it. I mean, if he loses, I believe that will put everything into it. So if he loses, then it just shows the class of Yarn, really. But I think a unanimous decision will be fair. I don't see O'Malley being able to knock out Yarn. I don't see that as a possibility. But yeah, I think he'll be able to get the win. I know it's a bit of a bold shout, but yeah. And then, yes, of course, going and fighting the winner of Sterling versus Dillashaw is most probably what will happen, unless he has a fight versus like Dvalishvili, but I doubt he'll want to do that. Or a rematch against Marlon Vera, but I doubt he'll want to do that next. He'll probably want to do that a bit further along down the line. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy. Like the video if you didn't, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.